Welcome.
Hello.
Okay. So, how did you find Graal? And when did you start playing?
2009. I think I had like an iPhone back then, so it was like the Apple Store. So during 2009, I looked up basically MMORPG, and I found Graal Classic in the App Store, and I downloaded it, and that's basically how I got to it. And I immediately started playing it and never got lost. Never deleted it since then.
Did you experience any changes after your first year of playing?
I think nothing really has changed. I think we've got a lot of content, and that's about it. I think it only has changed for the better in those during that 1 year. I'm not sure. I just remember. I might be completely wrong here, but I remember when they first opened the Facebook servers, that you could see like admins when they were invisible. You could see like their name in gold, and you could literally stalk them and follow them around. That was quite funny back then. You remember the time when you were able to put animated pictures in your a guild as a guild picture, and I put like a chubby kid like dancing around like without a top, like having his chubby body like wobbling around, and I would like put like a I would say that's a certain admin, and I would get banned for it, but it was hilarious at the time. It's not worth it anymore because I'm blacklisted, and the moment I get banned, I get immediately 1 whole year. So that's actually funny because in 2009 I started playing Graal era, and I changed to classic because I got annoyed from getting killed by some random bullets all the time. So I went to classic because classic just had way more safe places where you couldn't get killed. Oh, I was banned. Not banned, but jailed all the time because I would glitch. I would like search for glitches, like go through people's fences, steal their grallets. Instead, that would be something I would do all the time, or like go off the map. And then what I'm missing nowadays is back then when he did something stupid, like something that was against the rules, admins were like texting you asking why are you doing this? Like, come on, there's no reason to do this. They were trying to find, they were trying to save you. They weren't like immediately banning you. They were just chatting you up. And that's something, I miss that kind of interaction with admins, because they're so strict nowadays.
Do you own any items with crazy histories or backstories? If so, then could you share a story?
Oh yeah, anything. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of it. I definitely have all the squid heads from, I think that was Nexus, and I definitely have from Club Crypt. Whew. To have like a really old horror mask that had like the shape of an Anbu mask from 2009, and I got yes, I got kind of ripped off because it was sold for like 10k grallets in the auction house, because nobody knew that it was from 2K9. And otherwise, I have all the Anbu masks. I sold my blue. A lot of people say it's from Naruto. It's like the blue black swirled Anbu mask. I sold that one for like 2.6 million. And I still have like the black and white Anbu mask, the normal one, the standard one. I still have a couple other admin hats. I still have one from an Egyptian themed admin that I won a spar against. It was it's a basically I don't know how to describe it in English, but it's like a bandage wrapped around your whole head kind of mask. And I also have like an admin hat, I think from Slacky, with the admin, just like a triangular hat with a pencil on top of it, which is blue. The only thing I have is like the Revolution auction set with the Revolution statue hat and the accessory from it. But I don't remember the whole Revolution and the Lab Crypt back in the day, so maybe I have some. I own a lot of. I own all of the Anbu hats, like the masks. But I never have earned them by myself because one of my close friends have quit Graal while he was playing it, and he basically during the time they introduced the what was it called? The verification email thing, where you could transfer all your stuff to another account. And basically I've gotten a lot of items through my old friend. And that's why I've also gotten through him. I've basically made the Halloween quest where you would get like either a green or like a red skeleton morph, and where you could only obtain like one color, right? And I would obtain one, and I also won like an event that Azazel, the admin, made, and you only win through the event the white morph, like the white skeleton morph. Yeah. So that's how. So that was how I would get one color and the other color, like red and no. I think I got green and white through the events, and through the account transfer through my friend, I got all three. Like I got the red one additionally, and I also got the rainbow squid hat. I just don't know which items are good and which aren't. I'm just more type of a collector. I don't think I have a lot of rare items. The only thing that is rare is like the Anbu mask that I have, and a couple of other event hats that I own. Other than that, I think there's nothing really worth showing off.
Are there any items that you regret not buying from the past? If so, then what were they?
That's a tough question because I don't regret not buying any hats, because I think that's what auction is for, and that's even though you probably buy those items at a higher price than you did now, like back then. I think there's still a chance to obtain them. And I always was jealous of the people that wore or obtained like 1K hats back then from towering, but I was a lazy bastard, and it was too much effort to put in for me, so I never really cared for it. And anything else that I wanted, I just wasted enough money to obtain them through the auction house, etc. So it wasn't really a big deal for me. Okay, I used to play on an iPhone back in the day when I first started. Then I went onto Android phones, but usually with mobile devices, I had the issue that the battery died quickly. So quickly switched. I switched onto a computer when they first introduced Graal on Facebook, where you could use the Facebook page to join the Graal service. And since then, I just play on my computer. Probably like late 2012 for me when I went and played on a computer instead of my phone, because my phones kept dying because of battery issues from having the game on so long.
In what year did you feel as if the good times were gone and Graal was no longer the same game as you remember, and why?
No, never. Because no, never. Because I feel like the issue is not the game, because the game always improved. Like there was more content. They added like quests, etc. I feel like the issues are the players, because they remember the game as they used to play it, and that's when we were all kids, when we were all like 12, 13, 14, when we all had like a vivid fantasy and imaginary in our head, and would make up our own events and even farm for the events, farm for a prize pool. And as we grew older, we grew lazy. And that's when our vivid imaginary, our vivid fantasy stopped appearing. And I think I just think our memory of those old days are not how it used to be, because we made those games fun. And now we expect the game to be fun for us. I prefer the new change. I don't like the only thing I don't like is the old players being like gatekeepers and telling all the people how great the old days used to be, while it really wasn't. Because the players made the game, not the game itself. It wasn't as good as it wasn't as good as it was today. The only thing that changed was us improving the game. And now we are the ones who make the game worse.
If you could go back in time, then what would you change?
I would like to have admins react and interact more with players like they used to back in the day. Even if it's just small interactions, etc., it's just something that rarely happens anymore. That's what I thought was making the game special back in the day. Made it special to me, at least.
What motivates you to keep playing Graal?
What motivates me? Usually, I mean, for now, it's basically just social relationships, being able to keep up with old friends, with people that I have kept up and get to know since 10 years ago, I guess. I mean, we all move on. I don't hold any grudges towards people that stop playing because we all grow to be adults anyway, so it's alright. But I used to be a lot of. I mean, I used to farm a lot of hours being AFK back in the day. I don't do that anymore. Whenever I'm online, I'm actually online. I don't do it anymore because actually, the staff member of Graal has advised me to not buy anything anymore because I already have supported the Graal Classic application enough. And he gave me a hat.
How do you view the game today? What recent changes do you like or dislike? And why?
I like the changes that we just recently had with the LGBTQ community, that they are being respected through an event, like through items, etc. What I don't like is that we have recent events that don't happen anymore, like the what is it called? I think it was called the fuck. I think it was called the the Mexican month where they for the Mexican event where I think yeah, I don't like how they removed a lot of events, but that might just be because they lack the graphics team for that, so that's alright. But I'm glad they do at least honor the LGBTQ Pride Month.
What items would you want to see in the nearby future?
For me personally, definitely more darker items, more horror themed items. That would be items that would definitely match my character. I love anything that's horrific, that would match the theme with anything horror-like. Besides that, I would like more country-based items, more like items that would have a certain country's theme. I would love to have my country, Switzerland, represented. Besides, I think that's the only two topics that I would like to see again within the Graal theme, within the game.
Well, that concludes the ending of this interview. Thanks for joining, and good night.
Alright, in that case, have a nice day, man.